Hey everyone, it's Andrew. So this is going to be the next video in my series of videos on My Invisalign Journey. This video is going to cover days 3 and 4. Before we begin, if you can go down and hit the like and subscribe button, I'd always appreciate that. But let's get started. So for the past two days, essentially days 3 and 4, I had a 24-hour call at the hospital. Typical thing for my job. Little bit of reflections on that. I kind of woke up late when I was like going to work in preparation, so I wasn't able to eat on the way, and as a result, like with how things went, like I got busy and wasn't able to eat till like 4 or 5 p.m. where I could actually take out the aligners, eat, and like brush my teeth. It's not uncommon for that type of situation to happen at work, but it's a little bit annoying having to kind of build into your schedule like times for eating and brushing your teeth, especially not being able to do it on the fly. I do bring a toothbrush and carry a toothbrush and toothpaste with me now all the time, just in case like things get a lull, so that I can just eat real quick and kind of pop them in and pop them out. But that's really it from that standpoint. As far as like pain and discomfort, I've noticed that at this point that completely has gone away while wearing the aligners. There's no longer a like gnawing sensation, there's no pain or discomfort, my jaw and like teeth don't feel sore anymore with the aligners on. However, what I'm finding is when I take them off and like eat, I do have like some soreness, like it's almost like tooth sensitivity when you're chewing and things like that. It's kind of like if, I don't know, if you like brushed your teeth with Sensodyne for several weeks and then just stop. Like it feels like a general tooth sensitivity. It's not too bad, but it's something I've noticed over the past couple days as well. Beyond that, I don't really have too much else to say. I did want to comment on, especially like with my 24-hour shift, I did give up coffee about 2 weeks ago in preparation of like having the Invisalign aligners, because I knew that my previous day schedule, like I would drink like 20-ounce Tervis on the way to work. I would have another like medium coffee at like 8 a.m. in the morning, and then I'd have a coffee in the afternoon, and then in the evening I was drinking like 5-6 cups of coffee a day, and I consistently get like withdrawal symptoms where I would get extremely fatigued, requiring naps at home. I'd go home and like sleep on the couch like virtually every night. But I went cold turkey about 2 weeks ago when I was on vacation, which was a nice time to do it. And I didn't have too many symptoms as far as headache or anything, just really like a mild headache, and I slept a little bit more one day, which is very, very surprising. But I think if you drink a lot of coffee and you're going to go with Invisalign aligners, you probably have to prepare for drinking less coffee, or there's some method of withdrawing from it effectively, especially if you can't build in drinking coffee or hot fluid on your regular like work schedule. A couple tips or pointers for that is, I virtually went cold turkey, except for like I drank a little bit of like just like green or white tea here and there, just for like the behavioral like sensation of like drinking something hot. I did try decaf coffee instead for like 1 or 2 times, but I actually found that I was getting withdrawal symptoms from the decaf, even with the minimal amount of caffeine with it, where I was like finding myself after drinking a cup of coffee being more fatigued, and like later on as the caffeine got out of my system, which is pretty much what I have. Usually like I'll drink coffee and I'll either fall asleep as a result of the coffee, or later on I'll go through like a withdrawal where I'll become extremely fatigued and things. But for me this time, I haven't felt anything. I've tried to go cold turkey in the past, and I've gotten like migraines, headaches, like extreme fatigue, but this time it's gone pretty well. And I actually haven't had to nap at all the entire week, which is great. I don't know what else other comments about the aligners. One thing I'm really curious about is I don't really know what the cleaning crystals are for. Like at this point, like the Invisalign aligner looks pretty good. It's clear, it's not gross or anything like that. I only have to use each one for 10 days. So what I'll probably do is use that around day 5, just to kind of like see what it does and whether there's an effect, and I'll probably do some sort of video on that. Before I forget, obviously, I'm talking about my teeth alignment. I have known that there's a drastic improvement in my teeth already by day 4. And so this, I'll zoom in. Like this incisor here, the one that was being pushed back, is actually shifted forward now, like it used to be before I had the aligners. And when it started, like my teeth essentially shifted over the past like 2 to 3 months, where that one was getting pushed back probably from my bite here, and the tooth coming on this side pushing it over. And so that's in a line with where it was before all this, like my normal mouth before like I had my tooth extracted. So that's pretty surprising after 4 days, which is I think it would be easier to do that with that tooth because it's more mobile and shifted like easier or more recently. But always in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, is this good for your teeth? Like shifting your teeth like this, are they going to fall out, or like am I going to have issues long term where they're going to shift back or something like that? So I'll have to talk to my orthodontist regarding that, because at least it's not like a severe force. So I think if you did that acutely or very quickly, you would end up having damage to your teeth. But I think this like slow, gradual kind of change might benefit. And for me, it's pushing it forwards versus if it's pushing it backwards, I'd be more worried. But that's one observation. And then another observation I would say is that I've already noticed that with flossing my teeth, there is more space between the teeth. Not just in the areas where they kind of like got more space, but in the back here, on the left side, and along the teeth that they didn't really treat as far as like giving more gap between the teeth. When I floss, there's definitely more space compared to like the normal way when I floss. Usually my teeth, like when I floss, it would like catch it a little bit more. And so that's already something I'm observing in the other teeth that weren't really, I didn't expect a big effect on. So that's really it. So sorry for the long video. I just want to kind of throw it all out there. What I'll do a video is probably when the cleaning crystals, I'll show you what that looks like and what that process involves and whether there's an effect. But that's really it. Please like and subscribe. Please continue following this. I'm happy to hear any pointers or tips you have if you're listening in and have gone through this process. I would always appreciate it. So have a good day. Bye.